Hello, fellow Kinesiology 2400 students. I will now be providing instructions on how to properly complete a back squat. Place the barbell in a rack just below shoulder height. Dip under the bar to put it behind the neck across the top of the back and grip the bar with the hands wider than shoulder width apart. Lift the chest up and squeeze the shoulder blades together to keep the back straight throughout the entire movement. Stand up to bring the bar off the rack and step backwards. Then place your feet so that they are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Sit back into your hips and keep the back straight and the chest up. Squatting down so the hips are below the knees. From the bottom of the squat, press feet into the ground and push hips forward to return to the top of the standing position. I don't have a gym membership or a barbell to properly demonstrate these movements, so I will do my best to demonstrate them with an elastic band in place of a barbell. Now, common issues with the squat. Squatting stance with the legs too far apart, which is too wide for their flexibility, will cause the knees to buckle in, bad for the knees, but stressful on the hips. Second common issue is half squats. This will only strengthen one muscle group, the quads, and ignore the hamstring. You will have muscle imbalances, eventually causing nagging knee pain because of the uneven tension in the kneecap. Squatting all the way down engages all the muscles of the hips and legs. Common issue 3, proper posture. Rounding the back and collapsing forward is a sign of a weak back and front muscles, which are very tight. Strengthening the upper back is key. Issue 1. Issue 2. Issue 3. Now, to fix an athlete's squat movement issue, I would have them improve their core and their upper back strength, as having a weak upper back and core is the cause of many movement issues. Then I would have them improve on their flexibility by incorporating stretches so muscle groups needed for squatting are not tight. Next, I will describe the movements of a deadlift. Stand behind the barbell with the feet about shoulder width apart. The toes slightly rotated out, and the middle of the foot should be where the barbell is. Sit back into the hips slightly while keeping a straight back so that the chest is lifted upward, and bend forward to grip the bar in an over-under grip with one palm facing up and the other facing down. Squeezing the bar into the hands and sink back onto the hips while pressing the feet into the floor. Keeping the back flat, push the hips forward to move to a standing position. Finish standing in a tall position with the shoulders pulled back and the legs straight. Return to the starting position by shifting the weight back into the hips and keep the back straight while allowing the knees to bend. When this movement is done properly, the glutes, the back of the thighs should feel the work, not the back. Now I will be demonstrating with an elastic band substituting for a barbell. Common issues of the deadlift is too wide of a stance. This causes a wide grip, which compromises your grip and creates a longer pull because it has to finish at higher on your body. Issue 2, setting up far away from the barbell and not over the middle of the feet can cause imbalances. Issue 3, leaning back when finishing a deadlift. This hyperextension could lead to back injuries. Issue 2. Issue 3. To fix an athlete's deadlift movement issue, I would have them leg press the weight off the floor and keep the shoulders over the bar. I would also have the athlete to strengthen their spinal erector muscle so they can maintain a flat back. I will now be describing the movements of a bench press. Lie face up on a flat bench and grip a barbell with the hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Press the feet into the ground and the hips into the bench while lifting the bar off the rack. Slowly lower the bar to the chest by allowing the elbows to bend out to the side. Stop when the elbows are just below the bench and press the feet into the floor and press the weight straight up to return to the start position. I will now be demonstrating the bench press and substituting the bench with an exercise ball in my demonstration. Common issues when completing the movements of a bench press. By having a wide grip, this can cause shoulder damage. Issue 2, bouncing the bar off the chest shows that the lifter is not in control of the weight and could lead to injury. Issue 3, butt off the bench when bench pressing shows that the weight they are lifting is too much for them to control. Pushing 2. Pushing 3. To help an athlete fix movement issues with the bench press, I would have them strengthen their upper back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps.